One of the funniest dramas I have ever seen in any video game. And I know you might be thinking I'm talking one, because there's a million video game dramas going on right now in a million different games, but this one in particular happens in our little community of Path of Exile 2. You see, this week, the cherry on top has been delivered yesterday for the very massive, and I say massive because this has hit mainstream media on top of basically every YouTube channel that you can find. Path of Exile 2 drama has now gone from Elon Musk having a allegedly boosted Path of Exile 2 account, and we'll talk about that, all the way to leaking Asmongold's DMs in a 1v1 Twitter war. Excuse me, it's called X. There is about a million things going on in the video, and you can watch it if you want, that kind of disprove it. I'll give you some of the basics of what's going on here. To give you an idea, you can look at this and you can see that he has, this is Elon's account. You can see he has like an efficiency setup, basically for a hideout. Salvage bench is right there, stash is right there. You got Doriani for the identification. You got selling and disenchanting. Everything's right what you would need to be the currency exchanger. Then right there, you've got your maps in the middle. The reason it's an efficiency setup with everything manually placed in the middle is because he's so high level, you would have to have an efficiency setup because you're rushing through the maps and power leveling. Like, even with the time the game's been out, in order to do that on hardcore with the safety needed in hardcore while improving the gear and all that, you've got to be playing a lot and you've got to be playing efficiently. There were other points made throughout the videos talking about how he literally has stuff listed Elon's maps. Like, I don't necessarily list stuff Darth Microtransactions maps, and this has become basically a meme within the community. There's other things we could break down, like the very obvious inventory management, the grabbing and dragging of items off the ground. Suffice it to say, this is the equivalency of me going out and saying I am rank 7 in the NFL as a quarterback. And then when people are like, bet, prove it, I couldn't get the football off the porch. Like, I threw it and it just kind of like fiddled out right there. So at the moment, if you are a Path of Exile 2 player, it is blindingly obvious this man did not level to 97 in hardcore. Honestly, there's been calls into question about all the other gaming stuff, and I don't really question the other gaming ones as much because I'm a Path of Exile 2 player. I did play Diablo 4 when I saw it, and people were like, oh, there's no way you play Diablo 4 and all that. I'm going to be honest, Diablo 4 is not the hard game that everyone thinks it is, okay, when it comes to that achievement. I would legitimately believe he probably played in a party with some people and did a world record clear in a duel. He's still part of the party, didn't sandbag it hard enough. So I don't necessarily think that the Diablo 4 ones are as big or as obvious as the ones that we are seeing here, especially because you can do that type of stuff in a party. In Path of Exile 2, in order to even survive long enough in hardcore to get to level 97, that in and of itself is an achievement. And then it's also a little bit of a flew too close to the sun type of moment where anyone who's actually played the game will be able to tell you level 97 takes an enormous amount of time. Like, an enormous amount of time to grind. I have 0 level 97 characters, and I have played I want to say an average of 11 to 12 hours a day since the game's release, including no days off. So it is very hard for me to believe that this is legitimate. Now, that being said, I actually expected the response from him to be one of something along the lines of, well, yeah, of course I got a guy who's helping me level my account. I'm busy landing rockets that are piloting themselves. I'm busy with a company with cars that are piloting themselves. You think I'm not going to have an account that's piloting itself too? Somehow the actual response is even more hilarious. Really, the present in all of this is us, the viewers, getting to watch it unfold because it's just too good. Like, I woke up and I saw this, Asmongold getting angry that Elon Musk leaks his DMs, which is like a sentence I never thought I would hear. Then it just kind of gets weirder because I went looking for the leaked DMs. I'm like, this gotta be some juicy shit. Like, Asmon's mad that he leaks his DMs. So here's the juicy DMs. I'm gonna see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. We don't know the context of that. Elon says, sure. Who are these mysterious editors? Asmon later says 2 guys. He calls out his editors. They basically run the entire YouTube account. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they just get a cut of the ad revenue. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. He says interesting. So effectively, the DM leakage is just Asmongold explaining how a YouTube channel works. So I was pogging out. I was like, this shit is hilarious. Let me look at these leaked DMs. I saw this and instantly, it's like, brother, why are these even, what the fuck is this? Like, it's just, yeah, YouTubers have editors. What am I supposed to be shocked? Oh my God, Asmon doesn't run his own account. I thought he was uploading videos, like, while he's literally still talking, he's somehow editing these videos and doing the AI voice overlay and uploading it to like 3 channels. So, I mean, that leak was highly disappointing. They didn't get somehow, like, more confusing. So Elon says Asmon behaves like a maverick, independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He's not his own man. I actually have no idea what he's referencing. I think he's referencing the editors, because he posts this here. But I mean, as far as I'm aware, that would just make them employees. They get a cut of the ad revenue and Asmongold's paying them. I don't normally pay my bosses. For being a very generous interpretation, I guess the YouTubers are allowed to run his YouTube channel because they're the like YouTube andies that really know what's going on. So they probably have like final say in what they think would make good content, and Asmon just trusts them. Either way, not really sure. Maybe I'm missing some valuable context here, but I couldn't find any. He posts some proof about the Diablo 4 AOZ world record clear. To be honest, again, like people are calling into question all the other stuff. It's like, guys, it's Diablo 4. Like, he was in a party with literally one of the best players. Like, yeah, this could have happened for sure. So the Diablo 4 side of this is all like, this is a nothing burger. I mean, who cares? Maybe he was like rank whatever on the Diablo 4 leaderboard that like 3 people care about. See, the actual crucial mistake that he made here was in Path of Exile, there has been major dramas for people that actually play the game but do not play it good enough to even be allowed to speak on the subject. I'm talking, we've already had dramas in Path of Exile 2 that people are making clickbait or not informed enough guides, okay? So in this game, you can get roasted out of the community for literally either 1, not being good enough to talk about the game, 2, over-exaggerating your achievements, titles, etc., or 3, not even giving proper credit to where things originated from, even if you don't know and you stumbled upon the same build. So if you fake literally anything, or you don't accidentally do something you're not even aware of, Path of Exile will be on you like, I mean, you know, like bees on honey, okay? Like they're right in there. So trying to say that you're level 97 hardcore in Path of Exile is the absolute wrong game. This is not the one. You could have not picked a worse game, because when you're trying to say that I am this place in the leaderboard, I am better than all of you other hardcore people that are below me, there's a literal leaderboard, you better know what you're talking about, and you better be able to prove that fairly quickly. Let me tell you, as someone who entered the community the other way, I entered the community through going through and learning the game. I believe that would have been the path to go here. I think Elon has robbed himself of an opportunity for legitimately enjoyable live streams. He could have been like, I'm going to learn Path of Exile 2, play through the campaign, have people interact with him and try to give him tips, tricks, how to learn the game. There isn't a need in Path of Exile to be the best player to be accepted. This is something that I've seen misconstrued before. If you're trying to make informative-based guide content, people will gatekeep you if you are not good enough to be making said content. But in terms of being able to actually play the game and just be entertaining or live stream it, you don't have to be the best player. I've seen this time and time again, and I saw it with myself. I'm not one of the best players. I'm okay at Path of Exile 2, but I'm not like, you know, the best hardcore guy or whatever that's crushing everything and just dancing with the hardcore bosses like Ben. Like, I'm just a normal dude playing the game. And I think legitimately watching him, Elon, I'm saying, play through the game as a standard player would have actually been very interesting content, because it's someone that everyone recognizes. People on both sides of the fence that maybe like the guy or don't like the guy could probably find some common ground in Path of Exile. And now I'm seeing that common ground happen. People who like and don't like the guy are still having common ground, but now the common ground is them agreeing like, I don't think this guy actually played this account. And that's kind of the thing. It's like, you don't have to be the best player. People would have loved to watch him play through the campaign and learn the game like an everyman. Like that, I actually think watching people play through like Elden Ring when they've never played it before and like, oh, he's about to get to Margaret, is some of the funnest content you can see in online gaming. So there's absolutely no need to be like a top 10 hardcore player. No one cares. You're actually more relatable if you're not one of those people. So I'm a little bummed because I would have loved to watch the playthrough from a standard thing, not just suddenly level 97, log in and do a map and then leave. Like, play the campaign, dude. It'll be fun. It'd be fun to watch. I'll watch. Play the campaign. Anyway, speaking of watching, I'll be live now. If you're interested, link down below. Gonna go play some Path of Exile 2. All right, that's about it.